All right. What's going on, party people? This your man Griff. You know, it's the Fritter Friday. That's what I'm talking about. All right, 8-1. Got this one for my son. So he gonna be missing a part of it. but yeah, I just dropped the wife off to the chiropractor and everything. Finished doing a make sure my mic is on. Just finished doing, I know I got to do a video on the mic. I know. I keep forgetting and everything. I'm gonna try. But this next week coming up, I'm gonna be on a mini vacation. Me and the wife will be celebrating and observing Sukkot, which is the Feast of Tabernacles. So feel free to look that up. But that's what we're going to be doing. We'll be in the backyard in the tent for several days. And okay, I missed a call. Okay, I gotta give her a call back. All right, but yeah. So it's spelled S-U-K-K-O-T, Sukkot, Feast of Tabernacles, and everything. So we're going to be doing that. The last 2 years, I hadn't been able to actually observe it of any part of it because I was really working the business. And this year, I'm gonna still be doing a few signings, but not as much. And my wife, this is her fall break, so me and her together going to be out there in the tent. We'll probably, I know she'll be doing videos, and that'll be on her Yaba G channel, and then I'll probably post some here and everything. So so next week is going to be light for signings for me. Monday I got a couple that was already in the works. One of them was a direct client, so hopefully it'll go down. Still waiting on the time and the documents. But next week I'm probably gonna do maybe no more than 2 a day, 1 or 2 a day. If something gets canceled, I'm not even gonna worry about it, and all of that. So got 1 for the day. I got 2 small ones tomorrow, and that's about it. And then I got an interview with a very special person, but y'all will be seeing that shortly. So tomorrow, got to do an interview with my man, and everything. I'm excited about that too. I really am excited about that. But well, yeah, for this Fritter Friday, hold up, I got to get my fritter. You know, can't do Fritter Friday without eating on a fritter and everything, and all that. But yeah, Dunkin' Donuts, they got the best fritters. The problem with Dunkin' Donuts, they only been wanting to give you 1 napkin. And you be having like 2-3 donuts, and they only want to give you, and actually they don't even give you the napkins. You got to ask for the napkins. And I'm sitting here like, okay, there's no shortage of napkins because y'all got a whole daggone stack of napkins. And I said, yeah, can I get some napkins? And they like, here you go. And I'm sitting here like, come on now. I got to like, I need more napkins. Oh, you do? Yes, I do. And everything. And that's with all the Dunkin' Donuts. It's not just one in particular. It's all of them that are doing that. But yeah, so for this Fritter Friday, what I just wanted to share with y'all, I was talking to somebody out of Texas, a notary out of there, and why is it not? Okay, there we go. Had to get the air blowing. So I was talking with her, and you know, we was talking about some stuff, and different people still posting in the Facebook groups talking about I'm double down and I'm going to make these people pay me $100 a signing. They don't understand that I'm worth that and this, that, and the other. And I'm sitting here like, they don't know what you're worth because you ain't doing no work for them. I mean, you literally aren't doing any work for the signing company because every time they offer you something, you say no. So, what in the world? Oh, there you go. There we go. I had this thing up too high. I'm like, why is it so warm in here? So we was talking about that. And then I just got to thinking and asking my own self a question. I was like, self, what is the real deal here? And I felt this way the whole time, but I said I had to look at it a little deeper. And I'm like, I think it's 2 parts, might be all one. But I think one part is that people are trying to find some kind of personal self-wealth or self-worth through the notary business. meaning their job isn't paying them lickety squat, and therefore they want to feel that they are value, and they feel value in the amount of money that they've gotten paid or getting paid. So that's what they're looking for. And if that company isn't paying them, then they feel like, okay, that company thinks that I'm not worth anything. So they become a notary, or any side business or any business where they have to be an entrepreneur, or they are an entrepreneur. They're trying to say, well, I'm worth this amount, because they're not getting that over there. So sometimes that might be what the case is. But then the other part is, are you trying to do this notary business because you want to do the business or want to be an entrepreneur? Or is it because you're just trying to find a way to relieve the pain of that W-2? Because that W-2 can be very painful. And nowadays it can be even more painful with what's been going on and the requirements that some of these places are putting on people. Given the fact of, you know, the worldwide pandemic, and putting extra requirements on, in order for you to work, you got to do these things. So it was already tough as it is with just the education requirement, and now the medical requirements and everything that people are faced with. And it's like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And it's like, wow. So if you're doing this business or trying to do this business from the standpoint of, I just want some relief and some pain relief from this nasty, crazy acting job of mine, I get it. But you can't come into this industry and make everybody, all the purse holders, just open up their pockets and just dump it. I mean, anybody who's bragging about them making all this money, then I would ask that you talk to them. Okay, there. Talk to them about how did they get to that point, and see if what they're saying is legit and valid. But you got to ask yourself the hard question. Are you trying to do this business just because you really like working your W-2? You just wish that it wasn't as painful. You just wish that it wasn't as demanding, and you wish the people weren't as buttholish as they are. And if the people didn't treat you bad, if they paid you a little bit more, you probably wouldn't even do this business. And if that's the case for you, you need to be upfront and honest with yourself and say, really, the only reason why I'm doing this business is because I'm making $15 an hour over here, and my benefits are costing me an arm and a leg, and I'm coming home with hardly nothing. My spouse ain't really doing much, or my spouse can't do anything because of their job and this, that, and the other. So I'm at this point, you know, I need something, but I really like my job, and I just wish things was better, because I'm really not in the mode of doing entrepreneurship. And if that's where you're at, just be upfront and honest with yourself, and then work it from that point, and just accept the money that is being offered to you and grow from there, and everything. And I'm saying this because now the messaging is starting to change from a lot of the notary trainers. A lot of the notary trainers, you know, they have now, I guess, got alliances with other groups and things, and they can't keep saying the things that they were saying. Their messaging has changed, and now you got notary trainers out there, you know, and mentors talking about, well, you know, the business isn't as easy as you think it is. There is work that you got to do. But before, they were saying something different. Before, they were saying that, hey, it's a piece of cake. All you got to do is get a stamp and get going. You know, that's it. And I was just thinking about my stamp because I just finished notarizing something. So, affidavit and everything. So that's the thing. People are changing their messaging now. Now, my message has been the same, that it takes work. You got to get out here and hustle. You got to do the orders. You can't sit here and be, you know, fussing about, I need to be paid $100 when somebody's paying you $90, $85, or $90, $95, and you sitting up here squabbling over $15. I'm like, you know, that's what drunks do. You know, out there in the street when I was growing up, drunks be arguing over $15 and $5 and be trying to, you know, fight each other over that. we're better than that, you know. So you're sitting here in a professional industry with a company that's offering you the opportunity to make $2 or $3 grand a month because they like you and they think you're going to do a good job and they see that you can do a good job, and you're sitting here saying, well, no, I need another 15. And it's like, okay, well, that's not in our business model. We can't give you that, but we can give you 85 and we can give you 20 of these a month. Nah, pass. I mean, you know how they say rub your ears to calm you down? I'm like, you want a W-2. Let's just be straight up. If you're constantly countering, constantly trying to find some way to make them pay you more, you really want a W-2. You're not trying to be a business owner. You're not. You just want a W-2, and you're giving yourself excuses as to why not to do this business because you really don't want to do it. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. You really don't want to do it. It's no different than when you're in a relationship with somebody and they're like, hey, you know, like a guy who really don't want to be with a girl. What's one of the best ways? Take her out to dinner, then don't pay for it. Oh, babe, I ain't got my wallet, or, well, I ain't got enough, so you're going to have to pay for yours. Okay, deal with that one time. Then you do it the next time. Oh, babe, can you pay for gas? Or he's sitting over here on the passenger side and making you get out and pump. You see what I'm saying? People do stuff to let you know, I really don't want to have nothing to do with you. I just don't have the guts to just say, I ain't doing it. So that's why I keep saying, if you don't want to be in this business, just go on and bow out. But for those of you who do stay the course, be mindful of the people who are changing their messaging. That's very political, because people change their messaging like these politicians do, and it's geared to just to get your money anyway. They're finding a different angle to get your money. That's all they're doing. They're like, okay, it's not working. Okay, let me change. And they're changing the way that they're doing things to continue to get your money. So new people, the stuff that you hear in some of those Facebook groups about being mindful of this, that, and the other when it comes to these notary trainers, stuff that you hear about the business really isn't as easy, they're telling the truth. They're telling the truth, or they're telling their truth of what they've experienced. And you got to be careful, because now it's that concerns me. When somebody who was doubled down dogmatic about, you can make all of this money, this is the way it is, it's this easy, it's that easy, and now they're coming out, and people, men and women, notary trainers are coming out like, oh, well, it's really not like that. I'm like, wait a minute. Nah, that don't make sense to me. I'm sorry. You all of a sudden, now it's not like that? I thought, wait a minute, before it was and now it's not? I'm confused. Okay, why all of a sudden did it switch to not being that way versus being that way? Oh, daggone Fritter over here moving. I'm like, what in the world? Trying to get away, aren't you? Why all of a sudden has the messaging changed? That's what I don't understand. And a lot of times people change the messaging when there's a reduction in revenue. Reduction in revenue, now I got to change my messaging in order to continue to pull people in to get that money. Y'all know you know how I'm on this channel. I ain't here for people to like me. I'm not. I'm on this channel primarily to eat apple fritters. That's what I'm on this channel for. I started my YouTube channel to eat apple fritters and tell y'all the truth about the notary business. And I'm not trying to mess up anybody's game. I'm not trying to stop anybody from making money. But it's just disingenuous to me when people are telling you one thing and then all of a sudden they're shifting like, oh, yeah, hey, it's really not like that. It's really like this. But you've been pushing this the whole time. You've been pushing this way for 4, 5, 6 years. And now all of a sudden it changed. And see, that's very suspect. I'm just being honest with you. That is very, very suspect to me. So Just be careful of that. Seriously, just be careful. And again, I'm not trying to say people gonna do what they want to do to make their money, but it doesn't mean that I have to let them make money off of me, and I don't have to be wooed and tricked by that stuff. That's what my concern is. That is my concern. And y'all know that's always been my concern. For notaries getting taken advantage of and all of that. So why did you get in this business? Be mindful of that. Be honest with yourself. And then watch out for these, the changing of the message. And I got other thoughts going through my head at the same time right now. That's why I'm sort of pausing. and I think you'll be okay. I really do. And most definitely, if you get down on these fritters, I'm telling you, these fritters have a way of making you like see the world the way it should be seen. They open up your cerebral cortex and they help you to see the world the way it needs to be seen. That's where I get my knowledge from, the apple fritters, y'all. I'm just messing. Y'all have a good one. Peace.